Well, howdy folks, and welcome back to another video from the Luminary Shop. The project that I have going right now is the repair and refinish of an exceptionally beautiful pair of probably 150-year-old carriage lamps. What I'm going to be doing with this pair of lamps is polishing out some scratches and chips in the glass. We'll do a little bit of resilvering on the bezels and the heads, and then of course the complete refinishing of the lamps. Now the owner has paired these lamps with an original Irish Jaunting Car, and we'll get to see that later on in the video. She has had the car completely restored at a top restoration shop in the United States. The result is a beautiful and unusual carriage. The term car is not the same that we use today when we refer to a car. These vehicles were known as carts, cars, and cabs, depending on the exact time in history and the use that the vehicle was put to. So my goal here is to make sure that these lamps are up to the task of enhancing the appearance of this vehicle without overshadowing it. So you can be the judge as to how successful we are in doing this at the end of this video, when we'll get to see the entire thing put together. Well, here are those lamps that we're going to start with. Underneath that kind of crusty looking exterior paint job and the tarnished interior, it's really a pretty nice pair of lamps. My granddaughter Lily is going to work on polishing up those silver liners for me. It takes quite a bit of elbow grease to get these shined up, but she's up to the task. The heads and bezels are back from the plater. I'm prepping the parts for the final assembly and eventually the painting. Masking tape holds the glass in place while I tack it down with small pills of solder. Once the glass is held securely in place, I can remove the tape and go about the final soldering. Lastly, the heads are soldered on. So now I'll start the painting process. If you really want to see all the gruesome details of painting a pair of carriage lamps, I recommend my Brewster lamp restoration video called The Final Touch. You can almost watch the paint dry in that one. So these lamps were originally sold by the J.M. Quimby Company of Newark, New Jersey. That company was formed in 1834 by a reorganization of the Campbell and Hindenburg Company, who was a builder of heavy carriages and coaches at the time. Quimby became the largest carriage manufacturer in Newark, New Jersey. There is no evidence that Quimby actually made these lamps. They were probably purchased from one of the many carriage lamp manufacturers of the day. The evidence of this is that there is no manufacturer's name actually stamped into the bottom of these lamps. But Quimby had their name engraved in this beautiful flowing script on the candle caps. And here are the lamps all finished and ready to go on this carriage. In modern times, the term Irish Jaunting Car has come to include vehicles like you see here and many other small carts and carriages used for the conveyance of people around the countryside. The driver sits high on a box in the center of the carriage, and the passengers, either 2 or 4, sit back to back with their feet out to the side. The carts are traditionally horsed by strong, heavy-boned horses of the Irish draft breed. This cart is part of the collection of a prominent carriage owner and collector in the eastern United States. I think she's done a wonderful job in combining these lamps with this cart. Well, that's it for this video. And as always, I hope you all stay well, and thanks for watching.